Almost forgot I had to stop my recording as well. That was a close call. Didn't want to taint my vampire crawlers footage with well, you'll see in a second. There we go. To enjoy Rocket Knight at its best, a gamepad is recommended. Is it now? Is a gamepad recommended? X button is back. Controls. That sure looks like a gamepad. Mod, this is suffering. This is what Konami decided to make instead of porting Rocket Knight Adventures and Sparkster to Xbox Live Arcade back in the day. Now we have the nice Resparked collection. But yeah, this basically killed the franchise again when Climax Studios attempted to, you know, this is basically the equivalent of like what I was complaining about the other day, where a PS2 game was made, a PS4 game, sorry, for Bubsy by Black Forest Games, that basically had the qualities of something like this. So yeah, this is the demo. I have not paid money for this, and I don't plan to, but I just wanted to showcase that it is as bad as I remember. Ooh, I don't recall if I had the hard difficulty setting. Yeah, let's play on hard. To unlock hard difficulty for the subsequent worlds, discover the special technique for defeating each boss. Ooh, special technique. While farming, Sparkster sees wolf airships laying siege to the kingdom of Zephyrus. Unable to ignore his sacred vow, Sparkster dons his armor and rockets off to be a hero once more. Complete arcade mode with each world hard difficulty to unlock Gold Sparkster mode. And the burst drill does double damage, but uses more fuel than a rocket burst. Yeah, you gotta double tap the Z key on your keyboard. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be great. Let's go to the countryside. By the way, Square is confirmed. That's your hero. This guy who used to be as cool as Sonic, he's got his fucking tidy perpies on and his Santa socks, his candy cane socks, hanging up on the laundry line there. He's got a wife and kid. Guess the whole thing with the princess didn't really work out. I do like the chain coming from the sword, and it explains why he's allowed to do this. So yeah, they just remixed the. So okay, here are your buttons. Circle. That's nothing. X is your boost. Square is jump. Triangle is sword. And projectile is L1. Press spacebar to jump. Otherwise known as the square bar. Also, they're just weird hot werewolf men instead of the pigs and lizards from the previous games. I do appreciate that you can hit back the dynamite. That's a nice detail, actually. And it's frustrating because this game does not necessarily play bad. Doesn't play as good as the originals, but it does play fine. It's just creatively void and hideous. Yeah, so, okay, getting hit took 1 part of health on hard mode, remember. On normal mode, it only takes half a heart of health, and you have fucking 8 pips of health. Wow, that was... Oh, that only did half for some reason. Weird. I can't recall if contact damage was a thing on normal. But yeah, like if this was like a really cool like hand-drawn 2D thing, might not be as bad. And if the character designs like didn't suck. And the worst thing of all is that Sparkster's design is not actually the worst thing in this. You'll see. I want to say these shuriken guys are actually new as well. Because this is definitely an increase in the number of enemies that were there in the... I also think that the number of dynamite throwing enemies has been increased too. Ooh. Yeah, this actually plays like a normal video game on hard. Burst shot! And the projectiles do less damage. Which is fine. There is some character that is missing as well, because one thing that was really nice about the original is that your healing pickups were apples and meat, which, you know, opossums are omnivores, so... That was actually a really nice detail. That was very appropriate. Is the game too loud? It's starting to sound a bit too loud. And I'm more important than this piece of shit game. Okay. By the way, select is pause. Start does nothing. Oh, you're invincible when you're doing that. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, and there's no support for rebounding controls, as you saw. Part of me wonders if this was, if this believed this was a an Xbox 360 controller, if this might actually control normally. We'll test that after we finish the demo, before I uninstall this forever. But yeah, just for the record, this game is way worse than Bubsy Return of the Woolies. Or the Woolies Strike Back. I keep calling it different things. Attack of the Woolies, Return of the Woolies, the Woolies Strike Back. It's such a generic title. Like, I know they're going for Star Wars, but guess who doesn't have Star Wars brain? Oh, I can't, So this is called Burst Assist for whatever reason. It's just a hover. I don't know why they wanted to make it sound as, like, fancier than it is. It is really nice that your blade has a completely circular hitbox around the character, which means if you time your attacks, like again, gameplay wise, it doesn't feel bad. It does not have as much speed and as much sauce as the originals. You know, again, it's kind of like the Sonic 4 of its time, of its franchise. Well, between you and me, I would say, well, Bubsy, the Woolly Strike Back is better than this. I think this is better than Sonic 4. Yeah, have you been watching your Darth Maul Edgelord cartoon? I literally linked it to you, Mod. I linked you the wiki. It's called Darth Maul Shadow Lord. Rise of the Shadow Lord or something like that. And the various boost actions that you have with the jetpack are actually quite nice. Like, it's a shame. Like, I don't think there's any reason to bring this back, but like, absolutely you could use this game as a blueprint for one that isn't dog shit. So again, on normal mode, this would only spawn one enemy at a time. The Foley's not going to get any better. Because, guess who's next? It's our friend. And he sounds like a child now. Even though we're married with a child, our rival sounds like a kid. And for some reason, they actually keep track of how many items you picked up in the stage. So you missed like one little nook or cranny that had like a life, a red gem, and 4 blues, probably. I did find more of this run than I did in the demo. There's one more level, though. Treetops. The city gates are closed to repel invaders, and Sparkster's rival, Axel Gear, takes to the sky to escape. Sparkster gives chase, hoping to find another way inside the capital. So you can either tap the attack button, or you can charge it. If you hit any of these bombs, they chain react and destroy all of them. Although sometimes they don't work if the enemy has gone off screen. The charge beam hitbox does not have any verticality to it as well. And you can hold your boost to move around the screen faster. It is a competent shoot 'em up, honestly. It's not amazing, but it's competent. And I also feel like anytime there's a like a platformer reboot, sequel, reimagining kind of thing, that's like a time-limited score meter at the top right, it just gives me Gunvolt and Mighty Number 9 vibes, which are... Mighty Number 9 is... I'd say probably worse than this. And Gunvolt is better, but not by much. Visually and like presentation-wise, it's better, but gameplay-wise, they're still going for this weird thing where it's like you need to tag enemies with a projectile and then zap them with like an AoE electricity And it's just like, just let me play Mega Man. Just make Mega Man 0. Capcom isn't gonna sue you. What are you afraid of? You made the game shitty just to avoid a lawsuit that you're probably not at risk of. You guys made Mega Man 0. You could argue that you're just making more games. You're literally making Metroidvania games with your Galgun license, and for some reason the Love Live license. Like, what are we doing here? I'm gonna turn up the volume a little bit so you can hear the music is so fucking quiet on this stage compared to the first one. Not that it matters, because it's not the original Rocket Knight theme, so who cares? But, you know. Now, this boss fight might actually be kind of tricky. I'll just have to play a bit more conservatively. I do like that you can drag the beam with you slightly. It's always a nice detail. And you still get the circular slash right around your character. So again, mechanically, game is totally fine. Controls, you know, obviously should be rebindable and should have controller-based button prompts, especially after telling you that you should be using a controller. But this was Xbox Live Arcade era, so it wouldn't surprise me if this only accepts Xbox 360 controllers. I don't know how you're supposed to dodge that, to be honest. The purple smoke, I think, is new for the hard mode. Oh, he has a taller hitbox on top of him. Yeah, it's a lot easier to hit him from above. There we go. That looks great. There are two prompts at the bottom that are overlapping, by the way. There's something behind continue. Yeah, continue and skip are layered over top of one another. Forest Shredder. Sparkster showdown with Axel will have to wait. The wolf armies unleash their ultimate weapon, the Forest Shredder, in the heart of the city. And it looks like shit. It looks like a fucking Toa from Bionicle.
Experience 4 expansive worlds beautifully rendered in 720p HD.
Is that something you should be bragging about? Is it? Oh, what an experience. Is there anything else in the, okay, can't view the achievements. Oh, cool, you can actually choose different levels. I'm just gonna scroll through this. Life is a rocket knight! Oh, ha, ha, ha. Also, these sound effects are not great. These are all the settings that you get, by the way. Anything visual, like performance related, is in a launcher menu. Bonus content. Wow. Okay, let's quickly do DualShock for Windows. Okay, so now you're being treated like an Xbox 360 controller. Like, all you get is the resolution. There's direct input gamepad setup. There's depth of field, draw shadows, full screen. So yeah, technically I could have configured that beforehand, I suppose. But like, it doesn't tell you anything specific. It's just like player controls, rocket, button 2, attack, button 4, range attack, button 5, jump, button 1, select, button 1. Jump and select are the same button for, menu navigation. I don't know why. And then back is button 2, and then start/pause is button 9, whatever that is. So, okay, I've actually plugged in an Xbox egg bug. How does this change anything different about its interpretation, or does it just treat this as a generic direct input controller? Okay, X is now confirm. Still hasn't changed any of that. Circle is now back. All right, so. So jump is now X. Yep, okay. Square is now attack. Projectile is now triangle, and L1 is also attack. L2 is projectile. R1 is boost, and R2 does nothing. So circle is your boost button, and oh, that's silly. Yeah, so you'd still want to use L2 for your projectiles, I think. I could see there being some appeal to use R1 for that, but L1 for attack is a strange choice. But yeah, that's better. The fact that it doesn't actually... that this menu is a fucking nightmare. Yeah. But I do stand corrected, at least, as far as the control. I did not notice the direct input tab. I am curious if that even appears. And I do like this art. That art's not too bad. Axel looks like shit. Like, there's no two ways about this. And I always make sure to hit... Oh, you know what? I'll just close the game like this. So, okay. So if I stop DualShock for Windows and reopen the launcher, Okay, it's still working. Yeah, no, it works. Oh, okay. It's serviceable. It's not ideal, but it's serviceable. All right. That is a thing that exists, and now that is a thing that no longer exists on my hard drive. All right. Give me a moment to do all my stream stuff yet again.